the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
I'm so kidding. So excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And that's the opening bell, round one. And try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. Nice straight. Type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore. Did you see that? Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. One of the all-time greats, Joe Louis, is down. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Shot from the gods. 1, 2.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornerman, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Counter punch caught him clean. Holding nothing back here in the round. The straight right just misses. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fighter.
Get back into it. Now it's a tougher fight.
Here we go. It's round two. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Straight right just misses. Whoa, wait a minute! And Shannon Briggs just got rocked. Disaster averted.
Caught sleeping on the job. What you do, you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Beautiful counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Just missing with the right uppercut. There's a counter shot. Solid punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, makes it look so easy.
Don't worry about that round.
like it. I'm happy. Man,
About that round, it was a bad round. We don't care.
good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
On the job, that's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him...
And there's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Missing with the uppercut. A perfect counter lands. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this. You bet.
So I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You stay focused now.
Behind your jab basics. Get...
Here we go to the 4th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How about that time counter shot? Straight right just misses. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come on, bud.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Perfect counter shot. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Down goes Briggs. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Jab back. Just box him. Just
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Just keep him on the enemy.
back and win the round, right?
There's the bell to start round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
It's bombs away. One punch could change everything in this battle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick because you've got to get some before you get in close.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. And he misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the score.
Fight's not up.
Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
There's the bell to start round 8. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
Did you see that? The Brown Bomber in some trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Is that what ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
Even I've got to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw. A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these two fighters were evenly matched, and this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, they're going to do it all over again.
We're 20,000 leagues under the sea. Welcome to the Atlantis. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time. Here comes the E. And they'll be taking up.
This back.
All the talking has. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. That jab doesn't find a home. It's all offense all the time. That counter punch caught him clean. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Counter shot. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A straight right just misses. Missing with that jab. Swing and a miss with that jab. Catch and shoot. That jab won't score. Well done with that counter shot. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the cornerman's.
And there's the bell for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that jab. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he misses with that jab. Good counter punching. They block that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He scores with the counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You don't want to trade shots. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
How about that time counter shot? You can't make a mistake. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Exchange punches. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Back and forth they go. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Holmes in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete. And there's the bell for round 5. And Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punches have to hurt. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
perfect counter lands. Straight right just misses. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard.
Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, this is the time that on to the 6th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Incredible work rate. Beautiful counter shot. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. These uppercuts are scoring. Nice counter punch. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with that left hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know. And there's the bell for round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Just rung his bell. Can he finish the job? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Oh, that punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters. And there's the bell for round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
That counter punch caught him clean. That's another scoring shot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Down goes Briggs. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's lights out right there.
Another win, another unanimous decision.